Hi, my name is Klaus. I'm your inspector today, inspecting this Jag, which is sort of 75-year-old. Obviously, visually, it looks good as any other sort of restored vehicle, right? However, obviously, restoration is, to me, sort of average, as I've seen the shell as it was sort of stripped down before, obviously, the renovation. So obviously bodywork, you will find loads of imperfections. There's a dent here, recent, few marks, few imperfections, filler marks, few lift up paint around here, not clean, panel lines, blemishes, sort of like a cracked areas where it's not been properly prepped, you know, or too much fillers used. So basically, with the bodywork, as you can see, got some fish eyes. A lot of fillers used in areas around the wing, on the front, around this section. You'll see the crack marks, scratches, cracks. There are several areas. There's a ding which is poking out from inside, chip, over polished, cracked filler, runs in a clear coat, edges chipped off. That all, technically all this section would need respraying. So the wing's been sectioned approximately around here on both sides and replaced, door skins replaced. There is a sort of plywood floor, and all this section from here is being replaced with completely new section. So it's a body shell on a chassis on top of it, like a Range Rover setup, right? Obviously, you have horrible gaps, so as there will be wind coming in due to gaps between, there's nothing sealing the door and inner door sections, you know. There will be, again, some very fine sort of dents, blemishes, quite a lot, obviously, faded trims around here. That back section here is around, everything's around 300, 400 microns, consider good for that. A lot of fillers on these sections, so it's on the same side, on the other side. Also, you can find any imperfections, so it's on a trimming, you know, on the carpets, but it looks as much tidy as possible. The gaps, etc. Not perfect areas. Obviously, it's not a concourse example, you know, this vehicle at all, right? So that is the bodywork. So it's very average. Obviously, when it looks probably I'm doing a video, looks nice, right? So I'm just giving you a professional opinion. Obviously, however, the good stuff are new tires, good wheels, you know, good brakes. Regards to what suspension, leaf spring is not secured, so the diff is loose where it's got D-lock. It's loose, so it's not secured. So everything what I see, every nut and bolt needs to be tightened and re-secured. There is oil leaks from engine, from the front, so the, let's say, chain cover. So it's around the oil sump. There's some oil leaks under this carburetor. It's running rich, so it would need tuning up. There are obviously some surface corrosions on a clutch fluid and a brake fluid. The windscreen washers doesn't work, as you can see, the gherkin jar. So oil leaks between them on a gearbox. The universal joint has a play, and more likely we'll need to replace the casing and the part of the prop shaft because they're worn out. It's not sitting nicely, but it's moving up and down both sides, so the casing is worn out. When it's running, it's pushing out the water. There's no coolant, there's water, so it's a bit rusty. All the pipes, they are starting, when you touch it, you can feel they're starting to crack inside. So some of them, you will need to do a lot of DIY, right? This section on the bodywork has a poor repair, you know. You'll see it in the pictures. A lot of fillers used, so some corrosion visible as well. Engine started okay from cold, so it was running all right. One of the lights doesn't work on this side. I think I went through everything pretty much. Yeah, the steering rack mounts, which are rubber, they are very soft. It's moving left and right, you know. So you have to go all the pipes, they're cracking and would need changing, etc. You know. So it's yeah, it's engine oil haven't been changed for 8 years. I haven't been driven since the restoration properly. So engine haven't been running properly. So yeah, you will need to do a lot of DIY. That is the vehicle. We'll leave you to decide if that works for you. You know, thanks for using this. I try to do as best as I can. You know, there's many niggly things on the vehicle you can find. As I said, it's not a concourse example. Thanks for using this.